Welcome to BossUp Babes, helping babes show up, boss up, and thrive. With #1 best-selling author, global influencer, and ultimate boss babe, Karissa Adkins. Karissa is a health and wellness expert and CEO of the 365 Daily Hustle, here to help mompreneurs and career-focused women boss up and reclaim their healthiest life. She is a pro at cutting through the BS and inspiring massive breakthroughs that help women create healthy routines and habits that facilitate personal and professional growth. Are you ready to reclaim your best life, take action, and be a badass boss babe? Let's get to it.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to another badass episode of BossUp Babes. We are a weekly a weekly show dedicated to all you lady entrepreneurs, you innovators, you hustlers, you personal development junkies, and women just looking honestly to show up, boss up, and thrive in their life, their health, their business. So welcome. If this is your first episode, welcome to BossUp Babes. If you're not new, then welcome back. I would love a good 5-star rating and review. If you are constantly one of those women who tune in every Tuesday for the brand new episode, feel free to drop me that 5-star rating and review. I would truly, truly appreciate it. So it's just me today. You guys know sometimes I bring on amazing guests from all over the world, but today I thought I would talk to you about food freedom. Specifically, the framework that I have used to lose close to 85 pounds, a little bit over 85 pounds, and what I am teaching my clients. All right. What I'm teaching them to do is this specific framework. Now, not all of it, of course. I mean, we only have 30 minutes today, and I work with my clients for, a year-long container. And it's not just around food. I work with them, yes, in the fitness area. I work with them on their stress and creating lifestyle habit changes. But nutrition is a big part of what women need to honestly boss up in, right? It's that nutrition. So today I'm going to give you some tools and some framework and some tips and advice around how you can ditch the diet culture and start learning how to trust your body's cues. Oh my God, this is going to be a game changer for anyone who is constantly on the yo-yo diet plan. If someone who's constantly watching the weight go up and down, and who's like so sick and tired of the low carb, no carb, zero sugar, cabbage soup diet, right? You know who you are if you're out there. And trust me, I have tried them all with you. However, 12 years ago, I finally figured out the magic to losing weight and keeping it off forever, right? I've learned the tools and the magic sauce, the proven system for sustainable health. And I'm proud to say that in 12 years, I've never gained a single pound back of fat, except of course muscle, because muscle weighs more than fat. But anyways, you guys, we're gonna talk diets here for a little bit. So a lot of women I work with, they're seeking confidence, right? And they seek confidence through the diets. Yet diets destroy their confidence. Diets have a 95% failure rate, leaving so many people super frustrated and feeling honestly like a failure. And with 95% failure rate, why are people still attempting the diets? The Food Freedom Framework, which is all about ditching the diet culture and learning to trust your body's cues, that's what we're going to dive into today. Okay. So some scary statistics, right? An estimated 45 million Americans go on a diet each and every year. Americans spend $33 billion each year on weight loss products. And nearly 2/3 of Americans are obese or overweight. And these are numbers that just break my soul, right? They break my heart to hear. And thank goodness that I bossed up 12 years ago and got out of those statistics. If you don't know me, y'all, I am 5 foot tall. I used to be 213 pounds, and I am literally a different woman today, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, right? My business is thriving on every level because I've learned to boss up. Okay. I've learned to boss up. And when we think about diets, I mean, just think about the last one you were on. So many people, I mean, we just heard the ridiculous rates, right, of how many people hop on a diet. There are a million different diets out there, and most of them geared towards weight loss, and all of them promising some different type of result, right? Shred fat, cleanse your toxins, drop your water weight, tone up. I've heard it all. And some are, and like some of those trendy ones like keto, and like, there's not enough information out there. They've not been around long enough for me to, jump onto something like that. Now, that doesn't mean that my clients don't come to me on types of, diets or certain nutrition plans. And honestly, as a coach and as their mentor, I'm there to meet them where they are and help them get to where they want to go. So, if they love eating keto, recipes full of high fat and protein, by all means, keep doing it if that's what's working for you. But I'm telling you, most women cannot stand the diet that they're on. They are feeling like failures because they hop on, hop off, or they do something for 30 days and then they can't stick to it. Okay. So diets are just a huge no-go for me. In fact, I try and eliminate even that word out of my vocabulary and out of my clients' vocabularies. So here are 3 reasons why you need to ditch the diet life. Okay. Number 1 is they create a negative mindset, right? Think about it, right? Diets, right? A diet program will scream like, oh, these carbs are bad for you. So the next time you look at a piece of bread, you're like, oh, bread is bad. Okay. So that's how they kind of create that negative mindset. They make you label foods as good or bad. I'm here to tell you guys right now that food is food. Okay. It's not good. It's not bad. What's not quote unquote bad for me, what's bad for me is maybe not bad for others. I mean, I'm a no gluten, dairy free, egg free, soy free kind of gal, not by choice, but because my digestion and my inflammation need to be in control, right? I need to be in control of that. So I choose to take those things out of my nutrition, my plan, so that I can go to the bathroom and that I feel great and that I have tons of energy. But again, you may do just fine with dairy. Not a problem. Everybody is different. So that's another reason why, I mean, diets are like, they preach one thing and it's going to work for everyone. And guess what? It doesn't, right? It doesn't work for everyone. And then you feel frustrated. And then you start to believe that it's a you thing and not a diet thing. Second reason why I want to encourage you to ditch the diet lifestyle is that it's not sustainable. Okay. Most fad diets today recommend immediately, right? They recommend you immediately start slashing those calories as low as possible. And of course, think about it, right? If I told you to go from your normal, not so great eating habits and, let's put you on a 1,200 calorie diet. Are you kidding me? Like, no wonder you're losing weight, right? You're wasting away. That's not the healthy way to go about it. Why? Because it's not sustainable. Of course, it's going to produce you significant results immediately. And that's what they know that when they're selling you something, right? Major media is selling you some immediate gratification, but it's not sustainable. More importantly, slashing those calories to rock bottom can wreck your metabolism. Okay. So when women are like, oh, I'm getting older, my metabolism's slowing down. No, bullshit. Okay. Like, I call BS on that. I've got women in their 50s and 60s melting fat off their body. So you're not going to sit here and tell me, right, that as you age, your metabolism slows way down to the point where you're now overweight and obese. I don't think so. Okay. The third reason why I personally want to encourage you to ditch the diet lifestyle is that when you think of diets, you probably think of restriction. Okay. You've got to give up certain foods. never drink a soda, cut out sugar entirely, never eat processed foods again, only eat X, Y, and Z for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Don't have the drinks with the girls going out, right? Like it's so restrictive, it's gross. And if the answer to any of these, questions, oh my, sorry, I just cannot stand it. I cannot stand it. So food, you should create a mindset around food, a relationship to food that is healthy. Okay. So I'm not saying like ditch the diet that you're on now. I mean, although I am saying that, right? But if it's working for you, great. But the next time that you see an advertisement or your best friend says, hey, I've started this new plan, I want you to just do what I call the diet test. Okay. This is how you know. Okay. Number one, ask yourself, is this something I can do forever? Cool. Yeah. Yes or no? Does it fit with my lifestyle? Yes or no? Is there any scientific research on this? Or is this just the latest fad that some young person put together on Instagram and has gone viral? Yes or no? How will this new diet impact your physical and mental health? Big one, you guys. Food, what we put into our body affects everything. It affects our digestion. It affects our body's processes. And it affects our mental health, our energy levels. Okay. So that's a good yes or no. Another part of the test is, will it help me reach my goals? And then if you can really say, yeah, of course it will. It's guaranteed to make me shed 20 pounds. Okay, cool. What's the real goal though? Like, do you want to lose the 20 pounds like this month and then next year have to hop on another insane diet? No, the goal is sustainable health. I guarantee if you really start digging down deeper into your goal, yeah, you may first come to me that says, oh, I want to lose some weight. Great. Awesome. How much you want to lose? Oh, 20 pounds. Okay. Why? Well, I want to fit better. I want to have more confidence. I want my clothes to fit better. I want to not feel embarrassed when I'm having sex with my husband or partner, right? There's deeper goals underneath the weight loss goal themselves. So ask yourself, will this diet help me really reach my goal? Probably not. And do I have the time, the effort, and the resources to commit? And this is true for anything, you guys. That's like a question I even ask potential clients when they want to work with me. They're pretty much like begging to work with me. And I say, okay, do you have the time? Do you have the energy and the effort to do what I'm going to coach and mentor you on? And are you committed, right? Are you committed? So the next big question really that I want to dive into, you guys, is how can we learn to ditch the diet lifestyle? It's one thing to know that it's just another crappy diet that's going to make you feel really crappy at the end of like 30 days or, we all know that going into it. We're all like, okay, it's like a quick fix, right? But I want you to like start thinking long-term, sustainable health. What do you really want to do when you're 40, 50, 60, and 70, 80? Do you want to still climb mountains or do you want to right? Like no energy, like just think about that. But the next question is always how. Women are like, Karissa, how did you lose that weight and not hop on a diet? How did you gain all that muscle and not, hop on diets or whatever? So I'm going to give you some of the how. And this is, again, it's a huge framework that I teach over a 12-month period. And I should go back. Okay. So it's not something I teach them over 12 months, but it is a good solid portion. And because I'm in the business of helping women create lifestyle habits, right? We work on one or two habits at a time until it becomes rock solid. My client, Janika, I literally just posted her testimonial video and images today on Facebook and Instagram. And she has melted inches off of her body. And she's only literally done, the only thing she's changed the habits wise is her nutrition habits have been upgraded. And she's been doing the exact same thing that I'm about to teach you. She's melted inches, you guys. Go check out that before and after. And she has a fantastic testimonial. Like, I cannot wait to see where we go in the next 6 months. Like, she's on a roll because I'm telling you, fitness is the easy part. Getting into the gym or getting into a workout is the easy part. It's the nutrition, it's the stress. That's the bigger factors here. Okay. So for her to overcome her binge eating or her mindless snacking is huge, huge. She now has control of everything she puts in her mouth. And when it goes into her mouth, she knows exactly what she's going to get out of it. She's super mindful. Love it. Oh my God. Okay. Grab your piece of paper and pen right now. We're going to dive into the how. All right. So number one, how is honor your hunger. And I know you don't know what this means yet, and I'm going to explain it to you. So keep your body biologically fed with adequate energy and carbs. Okay. Otherwise, you can trigger a primal drive to overeat. I mean, think about it. The last time you like shoved so much crap in your face, it's because you were so freaking hungry. You were out of control. And trust me, y'all, I've been there and I still, like, if I miss a meal, I know I'm about to get hangry. And then after the hangry, I'm about to start grabbing for anything I can get my hands on. We don't think clearly when we are at that level of hunger. Okay. And I know you probably just like imagine like a tiger or a lion like devouring its prey, but that's me if I don't get enough food, right? So I have to constantly honor my hunger. And I have to honor that hunger by feeding my body amazing balanced meals, right? Meals that include carbs, fats, and proteins. Meals that include those micronutrients. And if I don't get those micronutrients, all the minerals, right, then I take some supplements to kind of counter out that stuff. So I just want you to like just honor the fact that our bodies are meant to be fed. Okay, we need fuel. All right. Number two, I want you to start making peace with food. Yeah, I said it. You guys, food's not bad. Food's amazing. But it's time to call truce, right? Stop the food fight. Give yourself unconditional permission to eat food. If you tell yourself that you can't or that you shouldn't have a particular food, it can lead to intense feelings of deprivation and build into that uncontrollable craving, and then often leading you down to the binging road. Okay, if you deprive yourself from some of those amazing, yummy foods that are not the best for us, but if you're depriving yourself, guess what? You become obsessed with that food that you can't have. You start labeling it as bad. And then, oh, when it happens, when you have that 1 week moment, when you have that very stressful day at work, guess what? That's where you go, right? If ice cream's your thing, you go to the store, you get a whole tub, you just freaking eat it all. And you're like, what just happened? Okay. So you guys need to make peace with food. Give yourself permission to eat foods. Eating will be experienced with such an intensity, it usually results in like lasting like a last supper overeating, right? When you deprive yourself, all of a sudden you're like, oh, all right. Are you with me, guys? Okay. All right. We're with us. All right. So number three, discover the satisfaction factor, AKA mindful eating. The Japanese have the wisdom to keep pleasure as one of their goals of healthy living. In our compulsive to comply with diet culture, we often overlook one of the most basic gifts of existence, the pleasure and the satisfaction that can be found in eating. Eating. Like when you eat what you really want in an environment that is so inviting, the pleasure that you get will be so powerful. By providing yourself this kind of experience, you're going to find that it takes just a certain amount of food for you to actually feel like you've had enough. I mean, think about it. I just got back from a client retreat. And when we're at this retreat, right, it's a 5-star luxury resort. We have the ocean in the background. We have the awesome, Hispanic music playing. It's just so like the music is just like serenading us. That's the wrong word. It's serenading us, but you're mindful, right? When I watched all of my clients eat their food, they sat back, they were relaxed. They were enjoying the sounds of the ocean and the music They were enjoying the conversations that they were having. They were smelling their food. It was an experience. Yet when we get home, we tend to hoover it in like a vacuum, right? We were so busy doing instead of just being while we eat. When you can slow down the food eating process and truly like experience every single meal, like be thankful that you have food, be thankful for the flavors, look at the vibrant colors on your plate. It slows that whole process down. And then guess what? When we slow our eating down, we start to feel fuller. Okay, we feel full pretty quickly. We feel like we've had enough. And when the plate is balanced out with proteins, carbs, and fats, our body is getting exactly what it needs. And so guess what? It feels satisfied. So you have less cravings after dinner. All right, the next one. You can tell I'm like super passionate about the eating experience because eating food is supposed to, like, it's supposed to be enjoyable. Okay. So the next one is feel your fullness. We talked about how to honor your hunger, right? Don't wait until you're freaking that lion that's about to devour anything and like start eating a little sooner. But I want you to just really honor and feel the fullness. In order to honor your fullness, you need to trust that you will give yourself the foods that you desire, right? Listen for the body's signals that tell you that you are no longer hungry. They're there. Your body is filled with so much wisdom, y'all. It's your job to slow the F down and listen to it. The divine source, God, your creator, whatever you believe in, it gave you food for a reason. Okay. And it wants you to eat, and it gave you wisdom in your body. So the next time you eat a meal, you can practice this. The next time you eat a meal, I want you to just ask yourself, like, how do I feel? Am I still hungry? What am I missing? Right? Just be mindful with your eating experience. And then when we all know when we're 2, 3, 4 bites away from hitting the I'm going to be uncomfortable phase, because after we start eating, now we're uncomfortable. Guess what? Now I got to unbutton my pants. And then worst case, now I got to go take a nap because I'm just like in a food coma. I've been there. How do you think I got to 213? I was numbing out my pain, the lack of self-love I had for myself with food. I was numbing that out because, hey, it was easier to feel numb and miserable about food and in my body than it was to really feel how unhappy I was. Honor your fullness. Okay. Honor your fullness. And the last one I'm going to talk about today, I could keep going. There's so many steps in this process, but the last one, number 5, will be to cope with your emotions with kindness. Okay. First, you've got to recognize that what food restrictions you have, both physically and mentally. Okay. So when you eat, it can trigger a lot of things, right? Loss of control, maybe it can trigger happiness. A certain smell of food can trigger you right back into childhood memories. Find kind ways to comfort and nurture and distract. Okay, so instead, 12 years ago, I learned that instead of going to food when I wanted to numb out my pain, that I actually needed to go to my journal. I actually needed to ask myself, who am I right now? Why am I so sad? What am I trying to fill? What void am I trying to fill? And then I had to give myself grace. I had to say, Karissa, you're right. You've been through a lot of trauma. It's okay, but you don't need food. Food is not always the answer to your emotions. You're sad, you break up with your partner, right? Like you have a bad day at work. You should not turn to food to cope, okay? All right, you guys, with the time remaining that I have left, I just want to quickly talk to you about a 21-day mind and body reset cleanse that I am hosting in August. I host 2 or 3 of these per year for my current clients and for other women who want to be a part of something really, really awesome. So a mind and body reset cleanse, I break it down into 3 phases. Phase 1 is the pre-cleanse phase. That's 7 days. Phase 2 is the actual cleanse. And yes, we're eating food, right? God gave us food to eat. We're not going to be drinking shakes all the time and drinking crazy drinks filled with, vinegar and like cayenne pepper. Okay. We're actually going to eat food that heals us. And phase 3 is all about the reintroduction phase. Okay. So this cleanse is geared for women who want to hit a body reset. Maybe you just got back from a 7-day cruise or a vacation and you're filled with booze and all kinds of toxic junk. Time to reset, right? Maybe you're a woman who is like really wanting to figure out which foods are perfect for her body. Or maybe you're a woman who is ready to shed some of that excess weight. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but my average client just in 21 days with this cleanse loses roughly 7 to 12 pounds. Okay. And there are tons of benefits to cleansing. I'm not going to go into them all. In fact, if you want to learn more about this cleanse that I'm hosting, this food cleanse and mindset cleanse, over in the Healthy Hustle, go to Facebook, go to Healthy Hustle Facebook groups. You'll find mine. It is women only. You can join and then you can learn more about this cleanse. It kicks off on August 1st. What's included? Recipes, a step-by-step guidebook, support, community, accountability, an online kickoff party. And I'm bonusing everyone who signs up in the next 5 days, a free one-on-one session with me, a nutritional coaching session. So if you're interested, you guys, I want you to head on over to the Healthy Hustle Facebook group. And I just posted a video today about this cleanse. So you can click on it, watch it, learn it, sign up for it if it sounds like something you want to do. If you're ready to boss up to the next level of greatness, you guys, either join me in the Healthy Hustle group, or you can just straight up book a Get Fit Clarity call with me. It's a free 15-minute session with me to see if what I have to offer can help you reach your confidence, reach your, body, weight optimization goals. Maybe it's your business goals. Book that free 15-minute call with me. I'll know if we're a good fit. Trust me. I'm interviewing you just as much as you want to know about me. All right, you guys, I hope you have a beautiful day. It's been a fabulous episode of Boss Up Babes.
Thank you for listening to Boss Up Babes with Karissa Adkins, bringing you tangible tips and expert coaching advice to help you boss up and get healthy. Tune in every second and fourth Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific on transformationtalkradio.com for interviews with industry leaders and powerhouse boss babes that will empower you to take action and live your best life. If you're ready to boss up and work with Karissa in one of her transformative group coaching programs, visit 365dailyhustle.com.